Shalom, my dear brother and sister in Christ. May the peace of God be with you. We are stepping into November tomorrow. The year 2000 almost comes to the end in the blink of an eye. Many things happened this year, mostly bad things. Our yearly plans are disrupted by the pandemic. We couldn't carry out many planned things. However, we carried out many unplanned things, right? I have never planned to open a YouTube channel and meet with you in this way. We have never planned that we have to prepare the bread and cup for Holy Communion tomorrow. You have never planned to listen to so many good sermons and talks from preachers around the world online. And the students, they have never planned to attend classes online in their hometown. And the list goes on. Brother and sister, life is full of ups and downs. But one thing I can assure you again and again, God is in control. God is in control. On 7 October this year, the first day of CMCO in KK, when I woke up, I felt terrible pain for the inner wrist of my right hand, and the middle finger was stuck. And the worst is, I couldn't thumbs up. Why? At that time, the physiotherapy clinic that I trusted was temporarily closed, so I can only make a self-diagnosis and consult the physiotherapist. You can see my simple diagnosis here. You can read it yourself. And regarding the source of this pain, it all started in June when I was so excited that I spent 3 days and nights in front of the laptop finishing a 33 pages translation job. So after the hard work, I couldn't even lift a spoon using my right hand. I have to eat using my left hand that few days. And also, thanks God, I managed to go back Cochin in September and came back KK with 60 kilograms of luggage, 16 kilograms of luggage full of love from my parents. So overusing the computer mouse and carrying too much weight has caused overuse of the right hand, especially the wrist and thumb. Let's have a look at the latest condition of my right thumb. You can look at the video. You see, I can't rest my thumb. So, my friend asked me, what have I learned from this injury? I replied, I cannot press people too often. I cannot always thumb us, cannot always give people like. Of course, the other lesson is don't point with middle finger because I got trigger finger, kan? It's that. Of course, I didn't do it lah. It's not in our culture pointing things with middle finger, right? But anyway, it's just a job. So to cut the long story short, when the clinic finally opened, my daily routine is apply the anti-inflammatory gel, stretching, cold pack therapy, studying the DQS, the deconflict syndrome, or we call mummy thumb, and CTS, the carpal tunnel syndrome articles, and electrotherapy twice per week. After 3 rounds of the electrotherapy with no significant improvement, I decided to stop the electrotherapy. So now the recovery of this time is depend on my own effort of applying the anti-inflammatory gel, stretching, doing stretching like this, like that, cold pack therapy, and training my left hand to do most of the things. I still got translation job to do every week. I still got paperwork to do. So it's impossible to let my right hand rest totally, which is the best way to treat this DQS or mummy thumb. You know, after the second therapy treatment, when I passing through the main gate of Angkasa apartment, the security guard gave me a beautiful thumbs up. Wow, a like. But I couldn't get back at him at the same way because only like this. I couldn't thumbs up with my right hand. So I could only wave my hand. Yeah. At that moment, I was really sad. My friends, don't take your thumbs up for granted. It's only by God's grace that we can thumbs up a normal action, only by God's grace. It turns out that we can't take everything for granted. Without this tendon, without that nerve, without this bone, without that ligament, we won't be able to rest a tiny time. We won't be able to move our hands. You see, God's creation is so delicate, so magical, so perfect, so that everything works well together. So please treasure the good time. You can thumbs up, give a like to the person next to you. Be generous with your praise and affirmation because not every people can thumbs up perfectly. Okay, brother and sister, I never thought that there is a time that I couldn't thumbs up with my right thumb. I never realized there is a time that I will get mommy thumb without being a mommy, a mother. So this time I really deeply realized that it's only by God's grace that we are able to move a finger, to blink an eye, to share the smile. At the same time, I'm also grateful for the angels that take care for me every day, WhatsApp me, how is your thumb, how is your thumb, how is your wrist, how is your physiotherapy, and so on. My friends, this historical year 2002, let us realize that there are many things that we can't take for granted. Therefore, cherish everything that we have, be grateful, and use everything God has given to live a life that can gain a thumbs up, a like from God. And by God's grace, we still can thumbs up in this year of 2020. God is in control. See you soon. God bless you.